Robert here, and today I am owning up to my word and giving the reaction that I put out to you guys. So, maybe about a day or two ago, I decided to do a reaction to a horror video called Don't Stop for Gas at Night. So, that's what we're going to do today. I know I didn't do it before. I don't know if it was a day or 2 days ago. But we're going to get to it now. I apologize for that. So we're going to get straight to the video. Before we do, I would like you guys to check out my store on Teespring. It's teespring.com/crashlanding. I'll put the link down in the description below. And you'll get my famous Crashtography t-shirt. So just, make sure to check out my store. And let's get to the reaction. This video is by Kaylart. Very great animation, Kaylart. It reminds me of Steven Universe. I'm sure you've heard it before. But like I said, link's gonna be in the description to Kaylart's channel, this video as well, and the link to my store. Yeah.
Back in the summer of 2016, I got my first job at 18 years old. I was excited about the work, but not about the commute. Without traffic, it was a 30-minute drive both ways, and I normally got off work around midnight, and the last thing I wanted to do was drive a half hour to get home. And during the first few weeks, I was still getting used to my new routine, and one of the first things my mother told me was to keep an eye on my gas tank, and if I ever needed more, I should leave early and stop on the way, but never on my way back.
Right.
I understood her concern. I was a petite 18-year-old female, and I looked even younger. But being who I was, I half forgot, half ignored that advice. And one night on my way home, I realized I legitimately didn't have enough gas in the tank to get me to my exit. I pulled into the first station I could find, not caring about the brand or the cost of the gas. I decided to make it as quick as possible, and only put in about $10 worth, just to get myself out of there. I swiped my card and began pumping gas, and once it got to the $10 mark, I showed off and printed out my receipt. Thinking the worst was behind me, I was about to climb back into my car and book it home, when a voice came from the tiny intercom above the pump. "Ma'am, there was a problem with your credit card payment." I paused and glanced at the guy at the counter, and felt a chill spiral down my neck. He was one of those tall, gaunt, sketchy-looking clerks, and was staring right out the window at me, beckoning me to come inside. I stepped back towards the gas pump and pressed the button on the intercom. "What's wrong with my card? I have a receipt. It went through just fine." I didn't try to hide the annoyance in my voice. I didn't like the look of this guy, or the way he sounded. "I just need you to come inside, ma'am. Your receipt is incorrect. I'm going to need to run your card in here," he replied, a bit too quickly. I looked back at the guy through the window in frustration. There was no way I was going in there, where I would be alone with him. He was staring at me wide-eyed, like some kind of creep. I stood my ground, pulled out my phone, and checked my credit card app. I held it up stupidly as if he could see it from there.
Right,
and I pressed the intercom button again. It went through. I see it on my statement. I'm not coming in. "Ma'am, if you attempt to leave, I'll call the police. I have your tag number. Please come inside." I then shouted at him from across the parking lot instead of pressing the intercom. "Over $10 of gas, they're going to call the cops? Fuck you. I'm leaving." I walked a few steps around my car and gave him the finger. I was just about to walk back around my car and climb into the driver's seat when I paused. He was mouthing something to me through the window. I would have ignored it, but he suddenly looked much more desperate than creepy. He kept beckoning me forward and calling out something that I couldn't hear through the window. I must have made a weird look, because 5 seconds later he slammed a piece of paper on the window where he had hastily written, "Guy in your car."
Oh, You better hightail it into that store.
I booked it inside the station, and once I was there,
Boy, I would have been.
Locked the door and told me to get down. He had his eyes on my car and had a gun in his hand.
property of
I
Heidi.
squatted down behind the counter.
Yo,
and
they got
watched the security
Pockies.
cameras
Yo, that's
as
dope.
A tall guy in
Cat
sweatpants
kits.
and a windbreaker.
Pringles, I don't know what he calls them. Lava,
quickly and
club
jogged
soda.
away into the night.
Wow, that's
I
dope.
started freaking out. Turns out the clerk had noticed the guy hanging around the side of the building on the monitors. And as soon as I pulled in, he made a beeline for my car.
Oh,
He
he's
crouched
tall
down
and
opened the
creepy.
door and slid himself inside as I was swiping my card,
Oh
being
my
careful not to
gosh.
close the door all the way behind him so that I wouldn't hear anything.
Wow.
The clerk had noticed all of this on the camera and immediately called the cops, who arrived a few minutes later. They searched the area and my car, but were not able to locate the guy or anything that would lead back to him. The gas station clerk probably saved my life, because who knows what would have happened if I had driven off with that stranger in the back seat. I think the lesson here is obvious. It's not enough to be cautious, you have to stay alert as well. Be suspicious but not stupid. And always listen to your mom.
Mm-hmm. And that is so true. That is so true. Well, that was a pretty terrifying story. That is a very important lesson. Always listen to your parents, especially your mom, because she don't never tell you wrong. She really don't. But that's the end of the reaction. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that notification bell in case you want to see any more videos that I upload, and just be sure to check out any past videos that I uploaded, in the past. Why not? They're videos. And also, be sure to check out my store on Teespring. It's teespring.com/crashlanding. And be sure to check out Kaylart's channel and the rest of Kaylart's videos. I don't know if Kaylart is a girl or a boy. I'm not going to assume. Just going to keep saying Kaylart. But anyway, like I said, I'm El Diablo. Stay cool, my flames.